Let's fly!
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine, just... It's a little hard.
An experiment? That ca-
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish?
Less questions, more wish!
Okay, my wish. My wish. Okay.
Oh,
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so... I've also wondered if...
so you have a...
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's Fest. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eye. Oh!
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candy. Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But not...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Take me up! Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... fine, all right. Knock yourself out. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some Feeling lucky today?
Let's fly! Open fire! Locked on! Open fire! Open fire! Fire in the hole!
You won this one.
Where do you think you're going?
Open fire!
I'll be
Locked
back.
on! Locked on!
Take my leave.
Hold on to your hats.
I'll be...
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want us... Oh, and speaking of her, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up. She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue. This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate time? Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a... This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much no... Should we open it? Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's, she must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub. If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey, where are you up? It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's dance of...
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any...
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time? It's getting dark. Let's stick around Mondstadt. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll meet the Dark Knight hero.
If you continue to resist, the Grand Sage...
Oh. Traveler?
Traveler.
Traveler? What the heck? Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves... So they're just
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful... that beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice.
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting...
Hey! They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations. It's just like the example Nahida told us. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew. But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to be. How should we make
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this lesser...
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro...
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City.
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far..." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the academy.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went to...
Yes, but his faith and determination were...
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost... Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zeros.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Paimon thinks it was at the Sub-Zero's festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick, take off your Akasha terminal. she's not in her room. What happened? Huh?
Take me up!
Well done, Traveler. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for—
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing. I just had a dream. And I saw...
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
What's going on? Why are you...
It's actually been...
Oh? Strange. Was I real...
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler... Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original, where both will gradually fade until they I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the Samsara.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment too soon.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human...
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all.
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the Traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge...
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said...
Yeah, so you do know!
It seems like the Traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracy.
Okay, so what?
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha is a Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a varied... Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness, but I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it but
Even the Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated... This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate,
Well, to be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy... Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their... The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always respected my people's free... hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of... So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. And I'm still really... Yeah, you got a lot! Think trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my... Every once in a while, I will also... To be accurate, I need... How did you... Theoretically, I can enter in... The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet. What about your own... That story began at that time, however... So, this... In some... And I... Yeah! Thank you for trying to find a way to save Irminsul every once in a while. I will also take... There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. I wonder what caused them to go down this path. And even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero Samsara, I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid. I think they're deliberately Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited... Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives. Make things right? You mean how the Akasha stops you from having Yeah, it's been such a long time! No, it's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all... Misdirection? The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's... Anyway, by now, even those who never used got it. I hope my aunt... To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Go and get some sleep.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened...
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting.
Ad Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us?
Commissions, huh? Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage. And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. It appears that you're not in... In that case, Please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Hey, that's not any better.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting these?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head?
From when she said, Ad Astra Abyssosk?
So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nick?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival, except it was a happy one. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was... I also got to sit on a gigantic...
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to...
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at...
No, we aren't pitying you. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homiyanis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on...
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the... Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment, our top...
Right. Who knows what'll happen?
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sage's activities.
Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
Okay, what the fuck is this goofy ass face, Paimon? What the fuck? Emergency food? LL. And why are you doing that face kind of face, lil bro? What the fuck?
Let's continue our
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate?
Actually, I've already done a little bit of... I've already tried that. But all the key members of the Academia, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha term. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course...
Have you already caught the sages?
I'm guessing not. In any case... No way, that...
You mean it'd be too easy to get...
No, it's not that. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own...
That's a good point.
We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know any... After all...
Are we really... Nahida, you're super smart.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to...
Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom?
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get... then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side...
You're saying we should recruit a spy? Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone.
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
Sataria? Setaria. Paimon remembers now. Isn't we ran into her basically every time this Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way.
Mm-hmm. I've always liked observing all kinds of people. And she was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then.
The name Setaria means star. Later on, she was chosen by the sun. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
From the sound of it, Setaria's just hung up on the research opportunities, but she doesn't really support the academia.
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people she's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. Right. In that way, not only can we get used from my past observations, Setaria tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping to prepare. Let's go check out some of her favorite spots. And this should be Setaria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the...
No, I already have a
talking style and key?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over the divine voice of wisdom?
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune?
Of course, of course. It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
My boy ain't beating the allegations. Bruh.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
health prospects. No problem. Oh, the gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for many tens of thousands of years. Impossible. Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read...
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate for...
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is...
Is that so? Well,
if you were to bring some... I've never seen Harut and Marut be so...
this another one of Satar?
Yep. It belongs to a king. When they start talking...
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some...
We caught wind of your great crafts.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And...
That's nice. You're making a living.
So is your
Oh, no, not anymore. A few years back, he felt...
I see. We wish him... I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it.
No problem. Rest easy.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when
Nahida, you've...
It's my duty to protect Samaria's citizens.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh?
So, if I recall, you were having a discussion with...
Ah, that's right. I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my... But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars. And I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement.
What an admirable spirit.
Sure, but you'll find her...
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold...
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with...
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an...
I've never seen...
Take me up!
So, was that it?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should...
What's the point of all the...
Sataria is already used to avoiding her problems. So we must find out... I remember you mentioned that the Eremites in Port although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft...
Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to take advantage of the guilt although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages. So, how do we...
Well, King Deshret is long gone. And Sataria is also too smart to fall. If we simply engaged her under the guise of King Deshret's believers, she would definitely be wary of us. And we may not, but if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very
So, you mean you're going to possess those people?
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. As long as everything...
so...
Exactly.
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know...
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically...
That is...
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been...
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass...
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing...
Yeah, don't beat yourself.
All right.
Let's fly!
I'm a little out of practice these days.
Oh, here she comes. Sit down.
Let's quietly follow her. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you.
Paimon looks like they've already started talking. Let's find.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me is a very... are you still listening?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your...
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
Yep, this is what happens if you don't listen to the what storyline is saying. Also, I'm fucked.
Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they?
Ahem. So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today?
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work?
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods are asking, Sitaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything?
Sitaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem...
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere... And, if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right...
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course...
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Wait a second. Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deshret still exist in real life?
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
just ran off in a hurry.
Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Aw, Nahida, it seems like you
All I know are some abstract Harvets. Anyway, enough of that.
She's out of Keem's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away!
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. I have been thinking a lot about him. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Orm?
Yeah, he's been
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Deshret has taken root in Port Ormos. And as he has a quick temper, and has always been—
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose—
Akeem, you don't mean— you've—
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this!
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel, but once everything is over...
Come on! Sataria's already started talking with Shishan!
So, Shishan, have you, like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something? Wait, did you just say attic?
Well, the restaurant recently added— Oh, right. Speaking, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be—
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted—
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the
Please, please stop!
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problems.
She can no longer justify everything to—
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards! What should we do?
This is the most important part of all.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matcha right away. The situation in the city is—
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happened.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Deshret. Many people I know—
Miss Sataria. No—
you know my name.
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the— You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the child of King Deshret. Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
seems that no matter where I run, I only keep... I've also been running from my guilt this whole... But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt...
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth.
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages. If you could provide some assistance in this matter...
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance, please tell me, what can I do?
How much do you know about the sages?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zerus, but I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work.
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand... One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akash...
The academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you that I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave...
All right, I trust you.
So,
that'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of... Maybe it's time for me to find a god to...
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Satar. The Traveler's execution was ingenious. Well, now that we've made plans to meet a...
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway... That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's...
Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully... If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness.
Yep. Exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard. Off? What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night.
No, I think he's right. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire...
Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only...
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off.
But, well, regardless... There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards. hour of the night.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh no, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here.
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru. Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
This should be fine. Is the Hida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who wants, and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep. Sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor. Yeah, now that the Doctor's in the picture, but what are the Fatui after this time? Another no- Yeah, Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep... you mean... Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia forest? Even though he turned it down at the time, he might... There's no time to lose.
Take me up!
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you all right. Take a look around.
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30? Did you come here?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government. We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru.
The outcast? An outcast from the academy? But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us? You're...
Following orders.
Bullseye! Open fire! Open fire! Locked on!
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
Take my...
Knock him down.
Open fire! Locked on!
Hold on to your hats.
It isn't over yet! Here comes reinforcements!
Locked on! Open fire! Locked on!
Knock him down.
No more tricks up your cycle. You want this one.
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are like? Yeah. Looks like what. But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. Going up against.
Rise with the sun!
Oh, it's the traveler in Pine. Kale! It's nice to see you.
To be honest, I'm not doing too well. As a result, Master Tainari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow—
Oh, Kale! Speaking of Tainari, did he go off on patrol?
Oh, Master Tainari? You just left the Avidia Forest a little while ago. He was headed—
He left? What? Isn't Tainari—
I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always prioritizes his work as a— No, I only— To leave in such a hurry? Master Tainari originally studied in the Immorta. I know that before he became a Forest Watcher, Master Tainari once spent a
research base, huh? Gotta wonder what kind of research Tainari just decided to work on. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI. Got it. Will do.
Hit.
Let's fly.
Rise with the sun!
Take me up!
Burn it down!
Wait! Look who it is! Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey! This was supposed to be a touching reunion, but
Actually, it's very smart of the Traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the Doctor has shown that his technology can apparently even control Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up and I was facing the Doctor by myself. Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky.
Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy.
Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust or anything.
Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about what happened.
When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the Doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their mind. Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away.
What a relief. The Doctor sure pulled...
I wouldn't be relieved, I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our trump cards. Also, the Doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only...
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the academia, so... it feels like he's toying with... Plus, the Doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 of the...
We shouldn't give up hope just yet.
Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were trying to get to
Yes, I have. I can see the Traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced your destination by looking at the direction you were moving. You didn't come here for sightseeing, right?
We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. Why don't...
Okay, let's...
Let's fly!
Traveler?
Ah, it's Hypatia!
Ah, what a pleasant surprise!
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the...
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Wait, no. Did you already finish your train?
What do you think? My consciousness has already managed to make...
You did it? Congratulations!
It's so when my consciousness made contact with the gods. What is...
That sounds incredible!
Oh, all right. Actually, please wait, remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from... My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness.
You can do that?
I've never heard of anything like that, but...
Hold on. I brought some spirit born ale with me.
We're using that in...
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your
Okay.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What was that? Did we actually just see the Balladier's memories? Everything matches what we know about, but how is he connected to the divine consciousness?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filth.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no Puripurna life, but rather...
You! Why are you so mean to me? Why is everyone hiding from me? I found divine wisdom.
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait, have I already lost my mind?
something isn't right.
Okay, we finally lost him. Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no. Something feels different. You're back!
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed. After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's plate? Then where is Nahida?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me the doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness. So I can't journey, but even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still trap.
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Surasthana. Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing. She's being extra. Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still. Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from the alchemical divination. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Huh. But she isn't with us anymore.
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Surasthana, correct? Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who was...
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro...
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about it. All I know is that the project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body? What?
Do you have any evidence? So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of...
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardis Di and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action,
Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru village. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kus, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have two Fatui Harbinger. From your description, I don't think they've completed their project, but then, what is the connection?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the Sage's goals. Right, we've pretty much gone over every—
I'll stay here for now. If you're planning to go into the desert, come find me here if there's anything else I—
Thanks, Tainari. Hope—
Rain? Ugh, my hair and feathers are gonna get soaked.
Take me up!
Yeah! Yeah!
Let's fly! Let's fly! Bullseye! Take me up!
You want crazy? I'll show you crazy.
Fire in the hole! Wrath from the skies! Light it up! Pyroclastic surge!
Locked on!
Couldn't transcend.
Goose on the loose! Wrath from the skies!
fly!
Again!
Let's fly!
Rise with the sun! Burn it down!
Take me up! Locked on! Locked on!
Pyroclastic surge!
Let's fly!
Open fire!
Bullseye!
Hold on to your hats.
Take me up!
Open fire! Light up the blazing sun! Rev the engines! Something to add to my collection.
to Caravan So, just past this wall is the dead. Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be...
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Over here.
Oh, Haytham went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
What the? Where did he go? How did we lose him? They were just here.
More Aramite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time?
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit
You really gave Paimon a scare, Al Haytham. We never thought we'd... Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon...
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia's hit list. However, had I wished to turn you over to the Academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guest spot?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer. Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule which brings me back to you, and why you're so The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you, and upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all?
Al Haytham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person...
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the Academia after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to... But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Am I right? No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own.
That's right! We have the same plan as you! But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert.
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Like...
Take me up! Rise with the sun! Let's fly!
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven.
Whoa, this landscape.
Sino. Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General
Oh, Hatham. Do not think you can escape my judgment, just because you managed to escape.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be—
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist.
Seemed to me more like your own
Who is that, Alhaitham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Alhaitham, to the point— If I were you, I'd never choose to— I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you.
Has Alhaitham done something wrong? Hyman doesn't—
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Alhaitham, I saw it during— Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a—
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What and why, as General Mahamatra of the Acad— As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally— If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the—
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh! What you would do,
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia? Great! Finally, someone that you gotta help us out here.
Yeah, sure looks that way. 2 giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and but how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect— Hey, did either of you hear a—
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so—
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cup—
Someone's calling for us! Oh.
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you Academia folks such hard work?
All right, stop.
Hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru.
Our savior has come. Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, as a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your and now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely so please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sands.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may...
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself...
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like.
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile.
Huh?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azor. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very... Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his... The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to...
So they really are up to no...
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert the vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold. They are meaningless to the... I believed it would be wise to flee the Academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see... I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to...
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary. Well, Sino, if that's your story...
When I was investigating the matter in the Academia, I overheard a conversation between... The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, all? Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Yes, I was indeed After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment...
A most enticing...
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information. Namely, that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sage. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a...
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing. You were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Al-Haytham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything. I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. After all...
You should be well aware, Scribe Al-Haytham, that curiosity can also... Answer me this. Did the sages share any...
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Academia. Do you really...
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to... And now you, Dia. I believe...
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler, and is current. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru Village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time, but then I saw these two random guys in the middle of—
Is that all? Well, I will admit that—
That's more like it. I missed you all.
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home.
Creatures? In the sandstorm?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone—
Yeah, just leave them to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
The winds died down. That means the Candace still isn't back yet, though.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little...
Whew. Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the—
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated.
Ah! Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Burn it down! A little amusement! Take me up! Bullseye! Bullseye! Bullseye!
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up?
A burst of flavor! Wrath from the sky!
The creature stopped appearing. Was that—
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children. I am the chief of Aru Village. Everyone usually calls me...
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now.
I can't say they've always been common, but recently, besides sandstorms, we also occasionally...
Another effect of Irminsul's wit. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional
Everyone in Aru Village needs to take good care of them. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru Village refers to mad scholars, exiled here by the Academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia. The Academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village, but no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning...
I've had encounters with those people in the past.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt?
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my pit.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these...
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these... But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my... Let's start by finding a spot to share what we...
Let's fly!
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins, and the Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. And when mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But, initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange... Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was prepared. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night. All the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep. After that, the people of Aru Village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness.
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru Village? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the Academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no...
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was...
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears... So, what do you make of the story? Really?
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha...
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon. The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. In addition, I've never heard any stories about...
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and...
I've spent many years interrogating criminals. So...
Good! Then you should know that...
That look in your eyes... I've never... How can this be? To think. Our Archon...
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to... But easier said than done. especially since we don't have any leads.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find...
Huh? Who?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll help...
Is your grandpa a
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that?
The person you're referring to is not a local. Yet
Grandpa is just Grandpa. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa.
So you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was. But I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Whoa. Haven wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa.
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted...
All right.
Take me up!
Sino is super vigilant. Is it?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you.
Huh?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace and would fall.
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. It's also my reason for fighting.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say?
No, nothing.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak.
Hey, Isak!
Oh, it's Yuga!
We've cleared everything up.
Really? Yeah!
All right. Let's ask...
Let's fly!
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Excuse me, did you happen to see what...
You mean the village keepers? When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go...
okay.
Anything else?
The scholars that have gone missing.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You...
Don't change this.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange.
Do you also think Grandpa and the...
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him.
Gotcha!
Take me up!
Sir, have you seen my grandpa?
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. The last time I saw him, he was pacing out by the road as usual. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora.
Oh, thank you.
It was nothing. You're looking for...
Yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again. I've known you since you were very young. So as far—
Wow. Okay.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Let's head over there. Listen, see if you can make out.
Have you heard? The mighty King Deshret, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return.
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure—
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of King Deshret's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and King Deshret. Isn't it a sign of King Deshret's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for King
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense.
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said.
Huh?
Who are you?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah, bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay?
Okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King...
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the mad... Hey, it's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for King Deshret's... Delavar also said that once King Deshret returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under King Deshret.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more.
Got it! At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors... Please, don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors.
The people here really like King Deshret, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Where is this radical person?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man?
No, not at all.
Sounds like you're not too close with the...
No, of course not.
I have many ways to stop you from... So you'd best just stay home. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this.
Yes, got...
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrified. He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places. Very well.
Isak! I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there.
Join the Eremites. Embrace a wonderful new life.
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
is where Grandpa...
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before. But are you okay? Are you getting
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the...
So, you know
Huh? You know him too?
Yes. Now that I concentrate, I can also make out this...
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture...
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest. From a scholar.
What are you looking for,
Here it is. Take a look right here. Although the traces have been completely bare from the size and shape, they belong to the scent is quite faint.
But who would come looking for Grandpa?
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent? Hey! What's wrong with liking good food? Everyone...
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn.
No. So, someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars...
It's highly...
Please, you have to save my Grandpa.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back.
Let's head to Aru Village and...
Right. The darker fabric
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to...
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like it.
Oh, Dia's here too!
You bet. So, everything...
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go...
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with...
Did you find out anything? I see. So someone used a kind of...
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it. Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process. It seems someone from beyond the wall must...
Makes sense.
So what should we do then?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical... Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radical...
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of... These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is their only chance at... Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the depths.
Tia! You're amazing! You really...
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a value...
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here.
What?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore. The desert is unforgiving. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the... I need to go around and ask some questions. But it'll be difficult if you're with... Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the Mad Scholars have been taken.
All right, sounds like a plan. Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this...
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I... Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the Wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their... We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate. Even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are. I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Dia. You're not thinking about...
No, not at all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta...
Shh! Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern, maybe...
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough. Taming the beast within is tougher.